Hey, 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 hey. Nothing at all.
And she's here. She is here in the flesh, man. It's always so beautiful to have artists be like, listen, if I'm in Cape Town, I need to make a stop at Bush Radio. Hello, Mizz Dee.
Hi, Loretta, how are you?
Like, as soon as you were like, I need to pack my bag.
Home is where the heart is, and I've just brought that heart.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Listen, if you guys have just tuned in, we are hanging out with the amazing Mizz Dee, as we had amazing conversation with Flame, talking all things music, and now we get to celebrate the music that comes with Mizz Dee. She's just dropped her brand new single with Nyatogoza, making sure that she thanks her parents, but also reminds us that she is back and better than ever. Let me lay out the red carpet so people understand exactly why we are so excited to be having her. Not to family and friends, she is Dineo, but to the rest of the world, she is Mizz Dee, the songstress who's captivating audiences while effortlessly wearing the hats of songwriter and entrepreneur. Now, of course, with singles like After a Night Like This and Say Yes, she is back after having taken that musical hiatus with her brand new single, reminding us that if it is your calling, it will always call you back. Mama, how does it feel to be back?
It's exciting. It's exciting. I'm in studio, I'm performing. Guys, I'm taking bookings.
Oh,
I want to come and perform more Cape Town.
Yes, no, it's gonna happen. The fact that you're here, you have literally laid out the platform for you. But of course, like we say, this is like a reintroduction, a rebirth that's taking place, where not only those that have gone with you are now learning about the fact that you're back, but also people get to rediscover you all over again. So I want to know, in this chapter of your life, what are people rediscovering about you?
What people are rediscovering about me is like a different layer of me. It's 6 years older.
Yes.
I've matured mentally, financially, business wise as well, and I'm gonna be focusing on giving people what they want, more music. Yeah, so I'm currently channeling in the Amapiano kind of sound, and there's still a lot more music to come.
Listen here, when we say that we are enjoying the journey but also welcoming her back like she never left, the one and the only Mizz Dee joins us right here on Everyday People. And of course, I love the fact that you mentioned the growth that's taken place. Like you say, it's been 6 years of a hiatus, which is a long time. So I want to know, in those moments, what are some of the conversations that you're having with yourself? Because let's be honest, it's the music industry. You're 1 minute you're hot, the next minute you're not, and sometimes you feel like, you know what, maybe I need to keep on doing things in order to stay quote unquote relevant. So what are some of the conversations that you were having with yourself to remind you, Guti, you know what, you too are deserving of this moment when you come back?
Larata, I'd come back and say, I don't feel like I was ever hot. Ooh. I don't feel like I've ever reached my peak. I feel like I was very undiscovered. And the fact that I went back and I was like, you know what, second time is probably a charm. Let me go back, let me go full force. Let me see what music has for me, because I feel like if I had hit that high, it was definitely maybe going to be very difficult for me to come back, because then I would be like, how do I find myself in all of this? So I could still find my sound and I could still find myself, because I felt like in the whole of as little as South Africa, I felt like I was only being discovered by like 2% of the popularity. And I told myself, you know what, I gotta give it a shot. If it's something that I love, I definitely have to do it, with or without all the gatekeepers or the people
Hey.
won't agree to putting us on main stages. But I'm gonna do it by fire by force, because I believe like God's timing is everything.
Nah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you appreciate it more because of how long it's taking you, or is it a case of, you know what, Erke bone what I need to do and move the pieces in order to also remind myself? Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, this is a gift, this is a calling,
Yes.
and you know, with it comes a lot of responsibility, but also with it comes a lot of imposter syndrome. Like you say, Hori, you know what, in the beginning you felt like, you know what, you weren't, you know, appreciated as much as you were, and now this is you giving it your all again. What then are some of the things that you are now taking to ensure, whether the gigs come or the people not come, or the people come, I still remember why I'm doing what I'm doing right now?
So I'm gonna go back to a song of mine titled "Remember," which I released about 5 months ago. I released it towards the end of Feb, beginning of March. It's called "Remember." So "Remember" speaks about how I remember my first love, which is music. How I remember being on stage. How I remember sharing moments with my fans. And talking about that, I've learned something very important. Like, there's nothing wrong with being imposter. There's nothing wrong with being imposter, because being imposter means you are aware of where you are, you're aware of what you want. It's just a matter of being imposter, taking the moment of taking it in, and also just giving yourself grace to say, you know what, this is my issue, this is how I want to work through it, and just being very cognizant of it. I feel like when we think of being imposter, we always look at our fears more than what we are actually benefiting from being cognizant of our fears. I think there's nothing wrong with wanting to reach a certain peak, or wanting certain things and worrying that you might not get them. But it's the how do you then proceed as soon as you've navigated what you want in your life.
Ooh, and now we get to experience you in all your beauty even more. Oh
It's
man,
the different layers I was telling you
right.
about.
Oh
Yeah.
man, these are the moments that we absolutely love, that remind us that if it's your calling, it will always call you back, regardless of how long it takes. But at the end of the day, it definitely is your calling, man. And of course, like we say, we want you to call us so that we can continue to call you back. You see what I did there? Hit us up at our WhatsApp line at 061 862 1065. Congratulations on this beautiful single.
Thank you so much.
How are you feeling? And most importantly, what does mom and dad say about this song?
Sure, my parents are so excited. I think just like, for myself, the fact that I took an opportunity to appreciate them while they're still here, while they're still alive, and I'm not mourning, and I'm not feeling like, yo, I should have, could have. It makes me so happy to experience the moment. And my parents are so excited, man. They're so happy. They've always played such a great role. They've always been so supportive of my music journey and anything else that I choose to do.
I love.
Yeah, like they'll just be like, we are behind you. Oh, you want to do this? Oh, we're behind you again. Like every time, whenever I just change my mind and I'm saying to them, I'm taking this route or I'm taking this way, they'll just say, you know what, we'll be there for you either way. Dark or blue, we are behind you. And I think it's just also a great reflection for myself, because I'm a mother of 4. So
You
being a
don't
mother,
you look amazing.
thank
Miss
you,
Ma'am,
Loretta.
what?
Yeah, my son just turned 3 actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so yeah, that's my last born. He just turned 3, and reflecting on being a parent as well, like looking at how, my day to day, like what I have to put in order for my kids to be happy or for me to fulfill the role. It's so much, and then you just look back and you're like, yo, my parents went through a lot. My parents sacrificed a lot, to make sure that I fit in any room, to make sure that I have a decent upbringing. We didn't always, like, if you listen to the second verse, it says, no mas lutho, but the love, the warmth, I think that's what mattered the most.
Oh man, do you feel like that also gives you like a different drive? Because before you could do it for other people, or but now you're doing it for the legacy, to show your kids,
Yes.
I can also
Yes.
be what you want me to be.
Yes,
as well.
Yes, definitely for my kids. I think I just want my kids and anyone else who knows me as a person, or anyone who listens to my music, to know that they shouldn't give up on something that they really love, And if they have a calling, they should just go for it, you know, and follow their dreams. The sky's the limit. You're going to hear a lot of no's before you hear a yes, you know, but then if you're not on the dance floor, you won't catch the opportunity. And to just be very, like, for me, it's always like, be intentional about everything that you do and everything that you want for yourself. And eventually you will get what you want. You'll figure it out, you know? Yeah.
Ooh, so is it safe to say that you have officially figured it out so we get to experience even more music? Exclusives,
I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay. Little Gradineo, Gondlung, more Mizz Dee is here to stay, honey.
I love, and we're getting all